Man, fucking Tears of the Kingdom week.
It's heavy.
Yeah, we're 1 week out.
So good.
We're 1 week away from, or again, 1 week in.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's goaded. It's gonna be really. I don't know how Final Fantasy is looking to be pretty good, but
I'm excited
Well,
for
yeah.
your Final
I
Fantasy.
don't know if anything's gonna beat this for me.
So there's I saw, we don't have like a lot of news to cover or anything, but I did see like a leak of what Sony was going to be showing at the PlayStation showcase. I don't know if it's real or not, but they are showing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, obviously.
That would be a contender for me.
Insomniac games, just period.
Yeah, and then I don't think it would be released this year, but Ghost of Tsushima sequel.
Oh, Death Stranding 2 comes out at some point as well.
Oh, yeah, but man, what a game. I mean, I'm going to play the fuck out of it. Death Stranding is like, it's one of my favorite games that I will never replay.
Yeah.
It's a fucking chore.
Yeah.
And then, like, what was the other thing on the list?
Thank you, Kojima.
Oh, and then Final Fantasy VII Remake 2. So, you know, there's still shit that could dethrone Tears of the Kingdom. Well, you know, it's good, though. It's good. I like it a lot.
Good start to 2023. It's not even, like, we're not even in the holiday season yet. I mean, and the Elden Ring DLC has yet to come out yet, so. For me, that's still going to be, if it comes out this holiday, that's still going to be a highlight for me, so.
Dude, I would just, yeah. That's
the first Armored Core 15 years. That's a big deal for me, too.
Can you imagine if they announced anything Bloodborne?
Don't give me hope.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're not gonna.
But
I feel like y'all.
If and when they do, yeah. If and when they finally do, like they know they got everybody, you know. So yeah, that's an IP that just is trending on the internet like every other week. So if I were a game studio, I would be doing that. You know?
Yeah, I was seeing something that was like, it was on TikTok, and it was somebody like shit talking like single player games, and they're like, game comes out, people talk about it for a few weeks, and then it's irrelevant, and I'm like, motherfucker, I am still seeing Bloodborne content
every single day.
The game's like, God, when did that come out? 2015.
2015.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I thought 2016, but that's Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, eight years old.
Or Dark Souls 3, which is the arguably the best one, mechanic wise in the franchise. But you know,
yeah, motherfuckers still talking Bloodborne. Like, games stay relevant.
Dude, I hate that kind of mentality. That mentality is fucking awful.
Dude, I don't even
Like,
fuck with multiplayer.
I like multiplayer games, but I prefer my single player games over multiplayer games. Because I like to immerse myself. You know what I mean? Into the story, an adventure. Like multiplayer is like, okay, if my friends want to play a game, like I'm down. Like, dude, like I don't know about y'all, but I'm super hyped for Diablo 4.
Oh yeah,
Because fucking Diablo 4 is coming out.
Yeah.
Man. Here's my gripe with Diablo. Okay, so I used to have a roommate, and he would only play Diablo 3 or Counter-Strike, and he was really good at Counter-Strike. And it was fun to watch him play Counter-Strike. But like, Diablo's not a fun game to watch. You know, so he would play it, and I'd be like, "Come on, dude, fucking play Counter-Strike." Like, it's so ever since then, I'm just like, "Nah."
I mean, Diablo is definitely just one of those games that's fun to play with friends. You know,
Yeah.
that you don't really. It's not really a spectator kind of game.
That's how I felt about Overwatch. Overwatch, when it first came out, I was like, "This is fun," and then people were pouring millions into that as an esport, and I'm like, "Why? It's so messy to watch. Nobody can follow."
I guess it's because I played Overwatch. I loved watching like gameplay of Overwatch.
Yeah, but think about you're trying, like, these people are trying to pour millions of dollars into esports to make it mainstream. Overwatch isn't the game to do that.
No, I don't know because it's a first person shooter. Yeah, they have to switch cameras all the fucking time.
Yeah, but like I find Counter-Strike esports to be the best because, like, if you understand the game and you understand strategy and economy, like you can really, really enjoy it. But even if you don't know all that, you know, like, Team A kills Team B. That's all you need to know to enjoy watching it competitively.
That's why I like League for so long, because it's easy to watch. It's like a map.
Dude,
like
fuck
you know,
League.
just fuck it. I don't watch it anymore, but in college I did.
My favorite spectator video game, like multiplayer video game, is Smash Bros. I fucking love watching. I play the fuck out of Smash Bros, but I also love watching people play Smash Bros.
It is the best video game to watch.
It's so fun. I love watching like compilations of it and shit. Like of like people getting pissed off at the game at tournaments. It's great.
Yeah, it's fighting games are always fun. I would love to play. Like, I see so many fighting games that have like cool art direction and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to play this, but then I'd have to play fighting games and be in that community. No thanks.
That's me with Guilty Gear. I always thought Guilty Gear was super cool, and then I tried playing it, and I'm like, I don't think I can play this game.
I want to get like, I am obsessed with Guilty Gear characters, art design, but I've never played it.
The Jacko pose. You gotta love the Jacko.
Yeah,
pose.
Jacko. Fucking who's the guitar girl? Inu. She's the best. But yeah. So anyway, Tears of the Kingdom. We got a little sidetracked. I'm just gonna start off by showing you guys this video. I got it uploaded. I want to show you. This is why earlier when I was like, oh, one of my biggest complaints is that they keep your costume or your outfit on when you go into cutscenes.
Yeah.
It annoys me. So here, watch this. Hopefully you can hear it. I don't know. All right, let's see if this. Can you hear this?
Oh, hold on.
I'd also like to meet him.
There it goes.
He must.
Okay, this is so good. So this is Zelda meeting like Rauru, and she's telling them about Link.
Okay.
I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him. I would also like to meet him.
Oh, that was fantastic.
It's so dumb.
That's good shit. I've only posted one video that I thought was really funny, and I just sent it to you on Twitter. It was when I was scanning my amiibos. If you want to check it out, it was so fucking funny, dude.
All right, let me check here. Yeah, it's just like I have had so many fucking moments in this game ruined because I didn't change my outfit. And it comes back to this Ravio fucking bunny thing. Like, when I finally found, like, the Master Sword, and it's this, like, epic thing, and fucking Ravio, fucking rabbit with his little bouncy ears. I'm like, motherfucker, this could have been so cool.
That's great.
That's the double-edged sword of, the customization freedom.
But yeah,
it's one of the reasons I'm doing
all right, here, let's watch this.
No, this is only 5 seconds. It was great.
Oh my god.
My poor horse, dude.
What'd you name your horse?
That was just Epona. I have my horses from the last game. I named them after my sister's dogs.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. I named my horse Taco Bell.
I have a black stallion named Koth, and
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and Epona. And I'm looking.
Nice.
There's a quest for there's some legendary beasts again, just like in Breath of the Wild. So I've been hunting one of those today.
Yeah, I never got a chance to bring a stout horse back.
You can't.
Oh, you can't? Okay, I've always found them, but I don't think I've ever made them
crumble
back.
in the daylight. They're
Salem was just showing me she I don't think she can keep it at the stable, but she mounted a deer.
Yeah.
Like,
have you ever ridden a bear to the stable and tried to register
you can mount Lionels too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know if you can ride
him to mount a Lionel.
Yeah. But you can tame it and he'll stop messing with you.
Yeah.
So what were your all's first impressions? Because we're all three of us were past the Sky Island at least, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've all made it to the surface. How about that that first jump when it gives the like title screen?
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. It's
that was actually I actually love that.
Dude, I had like, I think by the time I got to that, I had like a glass of bourbon, and I was like almost in tears. I was like, this is fucking cool as shit.
It was great. Like I love the intro to the first Breath of the Wild where he just runs up to that cliff.
yeah.
I always thought that one was pretty good, and I'm like, you know, this is just as fucking good. They nailed it again.
Dude, just
It's
the
great.
way, like, first off, I love the like before that how much they set up the exposition of the story. Because
like in the trailers and everything.
yeah, and you get
There's
that first, like, you're walking down the stairs and you're going under the castle, and Zelda, who's just a fucking doll. She's so cute.
Oh yeah.
And like she's just like looking at everything and she's so excited about it. Link, just perfect Instagram boyfriend, just like whatever, like do your thing. Like he's there for her. Fucking awesome. And then yeah, so good.
Yeah, can we just talk about how freaking adorable she is in this game?
I mean, I feel like somebody at Nintendo who worked on this like saw the new design for Zelda and was like pissed for some reason. And they were like, fuck this bitch, and then redesigned Purah. And they were we're gonna show him up. I still stand by the statement. If this wins Game of the Year, the only person who should be allowed to accept the award is whoever did the character design for Purah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think Purah was in the last game, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, she was like a child. That's why. That is why it is. Right. That is why, as sexy as she is in this game, I'm not googling Purah Rule 34. That's you're playing a dangerous game.
That's dangerous territory.
Like I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah, no way.
But I have made it part of my morning routine. I get up, make a coffee, I go have a cigarette, I get on Twitter, and I search for new art of Tears of the Kingdom Purah. I'm fucking like, if you are an artist and you sell at conventions, do Purah art. I'm buying.
Dude.
Like,
dude, yeah.
I'm about to rearrange my whole room so I can just have a wall of Purah.
The Purah shrine. Where's our Purah amiibo for real though?
Oh yeah, I would like.
I think I should do it. They're doing amiibos for fucking Noah and Mio from Xenoblade 3, and that game's fucking been out for over a year now, probably.
I still want the. Didn't they do like Haven't they done a Star Wars amiibo or something? They did it for. Like,
they did a Dark Souls one.
They did it really?
Yeah, the one of Solaire. There's a Solaire amiibo.
That's I absolutely need that.
My buddy has that one. He's also a huge Souls fan. He's a huge Souls fan, but he's got the Solaire amiibo.
Dude, I don't care. They make an amiibo. They could do a Nindo pop-up parade. Like I'm buying like all the Purah shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
on site.
I get the same way when like when I play these kinds of games. Like if I play any kind of video game, and there's like characters in it I really like, I'll make it a point to get a figure. I got a Metroid Dread figure of Samus because I fucking love her design in Dread. I got
it definitely the spiritual successor to like that fusion look.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pre-order Mio's. They just announced pre-orders, or they just dropped pre-orders for Mio from Xenoblade 3, so I'm gonna get her too.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What so I'm curious what like what changes do you guys like?
Dude, I love the like fusion shit. It's so fun.
All the new abilities like
are just really useful this time instead of like well, I can only use my ice and water. So.
Yeah. Now I've been missing the like cryo whatever ice on water.
But now I got the Zora armor now, so I can go up waterfall.
But even then, if you're like on water, all you have to do is attach like a sapphire to your sword, and you can still make panels in the water out of ice.
Oh, and
it's fucking insane.
I miss the remote bombs
that levitates stuff. Have you found that one?
I miss the remote bombs. I don't like having these bomb flowers for everything.
Yeah, but the bomb flowers are so much stronger.
Oh yeah, you're right though. But
like they actually do good damage.
Remote bombs are pretty.
Yeah, but sometimes I just don't have one, and I'm like, man, I could really use my remote bombs right now.
Yeah, I'm sad this version
Yeah.
of Link's not going to be in Smash Bros. Because they're not going to make another Smash Bros.
I mean, for
We'll
better,
see.
for better.
We'll see how
or
much
worse.
Sakurai wants to get paid.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, Sakurai wants to get paid.
Yeah, Sakurai wants more money. I mean, they'll do it, but I think that man needs to retire. He's goated now. He needs to be in the video game Hall of Fame.
What is he? What are you going to call it? Smash Bros. Infinite? Like that's the only tier higher than Ultimate. That's pretty inclusive.
Turbo.
I'm pretty sure that he said himself, if he ever makes another Smash Bros. Games, he's not gonna have that many characters again.
Yeah, reboot.
Good. That's
Yeah,
there's too much, man. I'm not really much of a Smash player anyway. Like it's fun. Like if I play Smash, like items are on, right? Like that's how I play Smash. I play it as the party game it was intended to be. But like yeah, there's so many fucking characters that like I don't even want to get into it. Because all these characters come out and I'm like, I don't know who's good. There's too many I would want to play as because now they got Cloud, Bayonetta. Isn't fucking Sephiroth in it too?
Yeah.
Sephiroth
and Sora,
Snake,
and Sora.
Oh
Disney
my god!
character.
Like it's
they got
just
Minecraft
fucking...
Steve in it.
Oh yeah, Steve.
Yeah. And they did all that, and then everybody and their fucking mother's like Doomslayer, and they're like Doomslayer outfit for your me. And it's like fuck.
They're not gonna. I know damn well they were not gonna put Doomslayer in Smash.
They should have.
No, they won't.
No, they never will. They did with the me outfit.
No, yeah,
that was it.
That would have been. It would have. I don't know how the hell Doomslayer would even play if he was in it because everybody wanted Master Chief too, and I'm like, how the fuck would Master Chief even play?
Like Snake.
But they made it work with Snake, I guess. You know.
Yeah, Master Chief should have been it, but I don't know. I feel like there's no Xbox characters, is there?
There's Banjo and there's Steve from Minecraft.
Okay, but those aren't Xbox. Like
they're Microsoft exclusive.
No,
Microsoft owned.
Owned, sure, but like they're not they're not Master Chief, you know, or
well, I mean, Banjo is owned by
who's
Rare
the guy
Rare.
from Gears, like. Okay, but Banjo was a Nintendo 64 game, dude. Like
I understand that.
Like so that's not
owned by
I'm talking
Microsoft.
about like mascots for Xbox. They've never been in Smash.
That would be Master Chief and whatever the fuck Marcus from Gears of War.
Yeah,
wasn't that his name?
Or the kid from Fable. Whatever that
Hero of Oakvale.
They don't need any more. They don't need any more damn sword fighters in that series, dude. There's too many.
Yeah,
They're the Dragon
fair.
Quest protagonists.
Yo, speaking of dragons, have you guys fought any Gleeoks?
No, I've seen them, but I haven't fought them.
I went to poke one because I was like, all right, you know, I'm feeling a little buff, so I was like, I just want to see where I'm at, like with something that's clearly difficult. So I roll over to Thunder Gleeok. First off, all my weapons were metal. I forgot about that. I didn't think he would create weather around him. And I poke him, and it takes about I'm like a almost invisible amount of damage. And I was like, oh shit, okay then. I was like, all right, like okay, this is gonna be like in game's gonna be sick. Like it was pretty much the experience I had with that. And he like King Ghidorah, what's his name from Godzilla? Like
Ghidorah.
Yeah, he just went just and like deleted me. So like,
yeah, I beat the one on the Lake Hylia bridge this morning, the fire one. But like I was lucky because I had a Lionel bow that shoots 3 arrows.
Yeah.
So I was smart. I set up a spring, and I would just hop in the air, bullet time, and it took 3 shots in each head to down him. But I was using the Lionel bow, which is 3 arrows, so it was like boom, 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 and I was able to just like cheese him. But he did this fucking like meteor strike, which scared the shit out of me.
Yep.
But yeah, they're.
Can we I have to say, real quick, I fucking love that Gleeok is in this game because Gleeok has not been touched since like the first Zelda game.
And likes.
I think it's awesome.
And likes, yeah.
Likes, yeah, dude. I didn't expect to see likes either. I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh my god, likes are back. Let's fucking go. I haven't fought any Gleeoks because, dude, I have 4 hearts. Like I'm doing stamina only until my stamina is full.
Dude, I see. This is my problem. Is like, I feel like I haven't done shit in this game, and I really haven't.
I,
But I have a full stamina wheel, all 3, and 14 hearts. So it's like I know
You're ahead of me.
well, that's because
Like-
I haven't like done anything other than just like shrine hunt. Basically, like I go up on I go up in a tower
mountaintop
and I just
tower.
find them all and mark them and go do them. And yeah, because so I'm like, okay, I haven't done any missions really,
Yeah,
but
See,
I've done a lot.
I've pretty much cleared out the depths. Like that's
Dude,
my
I just can't
claim to fame.
oh, you're out of
fuck
your
the
mind.
depths. I hate
I
it.
am absolutely insane. It is literally just Dark Souls 2 down there, and I'm having a good time. Like it's I, don't
hate
know.
I mean, I'm glad.
Oh,
you,
well, I
I'm
didn't
glad
know
you
what
dig
I
it.
didn't know what Nick meant when he originally like brought that idea to us or brought that up in the group chat. You're like day it came out. You're like, have y'all done the depths yet? And
Oh.
I'm like, you were talking about how much you hated it, and I had gotten to it, and I said, I know exactly what he means. I don't hate it as much as you do,
like,
but I do understand what you mean.
in the starting area of the depths, there is an absolutely like, if you're wondering like, what's this other thing on my wheel? Like, you should go do that because
Yeah, I still haven't got that.
you know what it is?
Is
you
it
know
the
what
like auto build?
it's auto build.
Yeah, but it's still but it takes Zonate to use it, right?
Yeah, but I just I farmed like
Yeah, fuck that.
1,000 zonite while I was down there.
Yeah,
Dude, you
I'll
can
do
get
that.
so much zonite down there.
Yeah,
Right
and
now I would just.
I'm
want
working to build
full
my first
battery.
Gundam right now, so that's my
So
I'll
next
do that.
project. Yeah, I'm trying to like just do my own design, and I want him to have actual flying capabilities. So I'm
Like, I feel like the whole thing about the depths is that, in my opinion, they took everything that's so great about like Breath of the Wild and the world of Hyrule that they've built, and they just took all that away. It's like there's no more, hey, what's this over here in the distance? I want to go journey there and see what it is, or I'm gonna get up really high and fly somewhere, because you can't see shit. And so there's
Yeah.
nothing more annoying than like I get up really high and I go to like dive and then like bam, I
You hit a
hit a
wall?
fucking wall. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? I hate it. Like I'm not
That's why like I take like one of those giant balloons and I just shoot it up into the air, and then it lands somewhere, and it lands like sometimes like on a mountain or like some ancient ruins, and I'm like, oh, what
Yeah,
what
I
is
mean,
that? Like, you know, and that gets me excited because I'm like, what are these? I
All
found
the-
so many ruins that are connected, and I don't know what they're for yet. So
all
they
the
tie into
cool
the plot
shit
somehow.
that I've found was in the depths. Like that's like I got the Midna helmet and I got the Majora's mask, and there's something else I found down there. I don't remember, but it's I got cool shit down there. But like
Yeah.
like I had to go into a Coliseum to get Majora's mask, and I had to fight like 10 fucking Lionels. But I was
Jesus.
smart. I had the like ancient whatever arrow tips that just make the enemies disappear. So
Oh, dude, yeah.
I cleared that fight in like 5 seconds.
They just fucking one shot the
Yeah, but
Lionel.
you
They
don't-
still
but
one
you
shot the
don't-
Lionel.
Yeah, but you don't get any of the items, so it's like, you know,
Oh,
so
yeah.
the Lionels drop the best shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They do. But if I were to face a Lionel where I'm at now, I would not stand a chance. Not with 4 hearts.
I mean, you know, if you're good with your parries and your dodges.
Oh, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
I thought I would be, but I am not.
That's how
I
I got
lost my touch.
when so I was told you all in the chat last night, and I'll share it here. Like when I found in game, right, which is so stupid to me. I hate that I stumbled
You
upon
just
it.
stumbled across it.
Like I'm going down this chasm and I find I'm doing all this cool shit, super hard enemies. So of course, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I probably shouldn't be here. But I'm also like, you know, doing the work. And
ADHD, the video game.
I'm getting the kills, so I'm like, fuck yeah, I want all this cool shit. And I spent like 30 minutes trying to fight this silver Lionel. Finally killed him. But like, yeah, I get all the way down and there's this like little platform and I go to jump off of it. And as soon as I land, it's like cutscene. And the one sage I have is like, I got your back. And I'm like, oh, no, I shouldn't be here. And I hard reset. I was just like, nope, fucking in-game, shut it down, reload. I was like, how, you know, because at least in Breath of the Wild, like there was a marker that was like, if you go here, this is the end of the game.
But you just happened to stumble
Yeah,
across
I was
this.
just like, this is pretty cool. Like I'm down in this chasm. I wonder why it's not dark in this one. I don't know. Let's just keep going because I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't get
Wow.
much
Okay, you didn't
spoiled
try
for
to
me.
fight him, or you just didn't want to get. You just didn't want to spoil yourself.
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
didn't. I like. Look, like there's still so much to do.
You gotta tell
I
me where
didn't.
the
I didn't
helmet
want. I
helmet
didn't
is.
want to even go for it, and then what? Beat the game? Like fuck that. I don't know. I don't want to, because I know the type of gamer I am. If I would have beat the game right then,
You just stop playing.
I'd have gone back to Bloodborne. Like I'd be playing Bloodborne today. Like once I beat
That's
a game,
crazy.
like it takes me a few months to go back and do other stuff. So like I was like I'm not ready to beat this yet. No. I don't even know if I could.
Do you even have the Master Sword?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
That's
I miss the Master Sword, dude. Oh, I'm I never bitched about weapon degradation, but this game is making me bitch about weapon degradation.
if you
There's
if
a
you find
glitch.
the Octorocks, they and you drop weapons in front of them and they suck them in, it'll repair your weapons.
Oh, okay. I know it fixes rusted weapons too.
Oh, I didn't know
Like
that. Fuck.
if you throw a rusted sword, at least it did in Breath of the Wild. If you throw a rusted sword in there, like a broadsword, it'll just come back as a standard broadsword.
Yeah, this it'll put it out fully repaired and with buffs.
Okay, I need to remember that because I have like the Fierce Deity sword, the Big Goron sword, and the Skyward sword.
Yeah, I gotta buy the little cards because I don't want to open my amiibos.
No, yeah, you should. Are you able to scan your new ones?
Yeah,
Without opening them?
the new ones I can, but none of the
Okay.
other ones work.
I opened the 2 that I got. I don't care.
Yeah,
I
I opened them too. All my amiibos, the only ones that are of mine are sealed are my Fire Emblem
That
ones.
shit pisses me off. That
You guys
stupid
display
ass
you guys display them unopened though. So
Yeah, if we had a place to like properly display them open, sure, but ours are like hanging up. Fuck Nintendo, man. Like that's stupid. Have fun the way we say to have fun, or don't have fun at all.
Yeah, you can I say my piece?
Yeah.
I have some opinions. All right, so there's some things that I don't like as well. The biggest thing is like in a sequel, like, you know, especially the way you get this particular set of armor, which I to the date I think it's the only set of armor that just can't be like, that's a full set that can't be upgraded. Like I understand like novelty hats or items or something like that, but
Yeah.
it's not a huge spoiler or anything. It was in the last game too, but you got it from the monster parts guy, which was an in-game lore reason why you couldn't upgrade it, because it was made out of monster parts. It's like the Dark Link set. Like I spent like probably 10 hours like grinding for that. And
Is it the same way?
Not the same way. It's a completely different thing. It's a whole depths thing.
It's the pose,
okay.
the pose, right?
The pose guy,
Yeah,
the pose statue. So you can find the tunic from him. And as soon as I saw he had the tunic, I was like, okay, these are the guys that give me that set. So I was like, I want that. And I got it. And it gives you night speed up. So I'm like fast as fuck at night. Like it's faster than it was in Breath of the Wild, which thank you. So yeah, there is one better thing. It's definitely faster than the Sheikah set that was like gave you that. It was just a faster set.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild. They fixed that, but you still can't upgrade it. So it's like, I guess I'm doing a challenge run because that's all I really wanted. But like now I know that there's a Twilight Princess hat in the game somewhere because Nick told me, and I did not find that yet. So
Oh, I
Dude,
thought you
there's
could
so
only
much.
get those from the amiibo.
No,
What?
because like, so I think amiibo stuff you find in the depths. Because like that's how I got Majora's Mask. That's how I got Midna's helmet.
So in the last game I got those from the DLC for Breath of the Wild.
yeah,
I got the Tingle. I got the Tingle outfit too from Breath of the Wild.
There's an Alucard outfit in Breath of the Wild in the DLC.
Isn't there?
Is there actually?
Yeah.
weren't they releasing like the 2005 Gamer Boy outfit, right?
Yeah,
I want
pre-order.
that. Yeah, it had the cargo shorts and the fucking Zelda.
Oh my god, I want to beat the game in that.
Yeah,
Wait, cargo shorts and what?
it's
the
you know
green-
the meme that it's like the green shirt with the like Hylian crest and the cargo shorts, and it's like
The Where's My Hug guy?
it's like this is the actual nice guy. Like
Oh yeah.
that's the guy who all the girls should have ended up with, but you know, in high school he only wore cargo shorts and a Zelda t-shirt.
Is that there's an actual outfit for that?
That's what I think I remember seeing that.
It must
Oh
have
my
been a
god!
joke.
If
It must have
there
been a
is,
joke.
I know because I was about to say I would love for Nintendo to like capitalize on memes because they do not do that enough.
Yeah, because they don't
Like,
dude, they're okay. Bring this out if we're gonna talk about shit we don't like. There is no bigger point of reference that you could like direct towards to prove that Nintendo is so out of touch with gamers. Like they make good games, but they don't know gamers. Other than the fact that you cannot pet the fucking dog in this game. Dude, every game that comes out now, if there's a dog, developers are like, there's that fucking Twitter account. We gotta pet. You gotta pet the dog so we can get on the fucking Twitter account. Nintendo's like, what's Twitter? I don't know why. I don't know why I gave the Japanese company the British accent.
British accent.
Whatever, but they're just like, what's Twitter? They're so fucking out of touch, man.
Yeah, they are.
Crazy.
It's because they're fucking an ancient ass company and are stuck in ancient ass ways.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's what. If you want my like lukewarm but hot take on Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild to an extent, is that it is not a brilliantly developed game. Now, I don't know much about developing games. I'm not a programmer, but like I feel like the game is so lazily developed that it is brilliant.
Yes.
Like if you come across a Korok where you have to place a rock down, you can just drop a weapon that has a rock fused to it.
Wait, really?
Which you think you're like, oh, that's so brilliant, and it's like, no, it's fucking lazy because when the rock is programmed as a rock, no matter what, it never changes state. That's what it is. It's the same thing with the shrines.
Yeah, the reused code, Dark Link set, that whole interaction, that's reused code. They just didn't change that at all.
It's the same way with the shrines. I don't think that like the people who developed this game aren't like master puzzle builders. No, they create a shrine, somebody play tests it once, and they go, it's possible. And they just ship it out. And they're like, whatever people want to do. I mean, it can be done. And so now you get all these like videos of people just doing crazy shit, and they're like, this game is brilliant. And it's like, no, it's not. They barely tested it, and they just made sure it works. And they shipped it out. And they're like, don't worry. Don't worry, the game is fucking massive, so nobody will ever question it. They'll just move on. Like it's great. I love it. But I'm just saying, it's not like some brilliant design.
Yeah,
it's
like there's
lazy.
some shrines I do, and I'm like, I definitely shouldn't have been able to do that like that way. Like,
oh yeah, recall, like, or the fact that the ascend ability was literally a debug tool. Like, did you read that? It was like one of the developers was like, when they were testing, they would do the caves, and then they would get annoyed that they had to like walk back out of the caves, so they just like added a debug that was like, okay, let me just ascend through, and they were like, this is kind of fun. Let's just put it in the game.
I fucking love Ascend. Ascend is one of my favorite abilities.
I forget about it.
It's the best one. I did too for a while.
Ascend.
I went through
Ascend
my whole first journey through the depths. I totally forgot about that feature. I was like, and then Kitty reminded me of it. I was like, oh yeah, I had like rocket propelled like equipment at this. Like I put them on my shield and stuff. Like anytime I get mad at a puzzle that I'm trying to get up to a point, I'm just like, nah, fuck this puzzle. And then I just like glide to it.
I love using it on the what are the stone monsters, but they have the like platforms on them with the bokoblins.
Yeah.
Like I'll just
Alex's or whatever.
Yeah. That's
I
the hardest part. You know how many times I get stuck and then forget I have Ascend, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh yeah. Or like I get into the back of the cave and I'm like, man, how can I get out of here?
I'll be playing like the shrines. I'll be playing the shrines, and I'm like, I don't think I should have been able to do this. Like, I don't think I should have done it this way. I don't think this was the way it was intended to be done.
Yeah, no, there's
you know
some shit.
I mean?
Like, recall, like, there's so many things where it's like, oh, you're I don't think you're supposed to do anything, but there's parts where it's like, here's the building material, do this thing, and I'm just like, move it across the gap, move it back, recall, and ride it over. Like, that's it. It's
Yeah,
so
my
wild.
friend spent. I'm not looking at the chat, so I haven't been able to keep up with the chat. But if Mail is
Oh, I haven't
here,
either.
if Mailbox is here, he was telling me because what I did was, y'all know how I bought like the standard edition. I also bought the collector's edition.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
So the collector's edition wound up coming in this day, launch day, right? So I went ahead and just sold my standard edition to my friend for just like $10 less than retail, like after taxes and everything. So I was like, that way he could just have it, and like I lose $10, whatever. And he was like, I think he spent like 10 hours just in the opening area, if not more,
yeah. It's,
like just doing a bunch of random shit.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
what my
lot
friend
to do.
Adrian did. My friend like just got off the Sky Island like yesterday.
Yeah, you
Right.
can spend some time up there. It's like there's so many different ways to play the game, and I feel
Yeah.
bad because like Salem's like I don't think I'm smart enough for this. I'm like, no, you're just playing it your way. Like
Yeah.
it's fine. Like you're
You can
doing
play it
good.
like everybody. That's the best part of the beauty of this game is that there is no right way to play it. You just play it how you want to.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I mean? You can make it work, and like you can have a goal in that game and make it difficult for yourself by complete accident. You know what I mean?
Well, there's some
Like I've
stuff
had
like I've been doing recently, like today, like in like the Zora area where you know do that stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's like the different regional stuff. You got to go talk to the different peoples of Hyrule. I feel like that quest was very confusing. I was like in my head I'm like, how is I don't know if I just have like less brain matter than I did when I played Breath of the Wild, but I'm having a hard time imagining like a child trying to figure some of
no,
this stuff out.
I think I read I saw a TikTok or something that was like everybody's like, why were games so easy when you were a kid? And it's like,
Bro.
well, because you could step back from it, come back a few days later, and you were growing. You had more brain mass. And now it's like I got to figure this out now because if I come back tomorrow, I'm gonna be dumber. Like I'm damn degrading.
That's pretty
now.
much it.
Exactly.
Yeah, my brother-in-law's been playing it, right? And he was at my house Friday before we came to South Padre, and he was playing it. So he's on the. I don't know if you guys are have done the Rito part with the bird.
Yes,
I
yeah. I was gonna talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I
Yeah,
finished.
so
I feel like we've all finished that one, so we can talk about it.
So this poor guy. So he had started that mission, and it's kind of like an escort mission almost, but he helps you, right?
Sweet
To get to the temple. And he at one point, my brother-in-law fell off like a mountain and died, right? And he has no idea where this bird went. He could not find it for the life of him. So he made it all the way up to the temple, right? And found the thing to activate to like be able to warp there. And he can't activate it without the bird with him. So he made it all the way up there and couldn't even. And has to make his way all the way back
so
up.
Weird.
Did he
I
get
know.
the
And
cutscene where he's
still,
like,
he
"Link,
still hasn't
going
found him.
somewhere?"
He was like, I don't know where the fuck he's at. He doesn't know where he's at.
You got to go back to the
That's
mountain.
wild. Yeah,
That's
I don't
that.
know.
I tried to help him. I was like, maybe go where you first met him, and he's like, no, he's not there. And I'm like, are you sure that's where you met him? I don't know. There's no way he disappeared from the game forever.
Dude,
He didn't. He
somewhere.
he resets.
Or
He
just
resets.
like go through your autosaves and just load up a autosave.
Maybe
I mean,
that
that's
could
what
be
I
it.
would do. I fucking love that stupid little bird. And especially after like that's what I finished that mission and I was like, it should have been called Rito Redemption because like Rivali is such a fucking prick.
Oh man, you're about to hate me so much. Rivali's one of my favorite characters.
He's such a dickhead, and like
He's Falco.
Yeah,
I love Rivali, man.
I know he grows on people, but like he was such a prick, and then you meet Tulin, and he's such a sweet little bean, and he's so helpful, and like he's so good. I love this stupid little bird, and I'm so glad it was the first mission I did, like story mission. And I was just like, yep, this little guy, he's all right.
Yeah, and then you get like a stand ability, like which is cool. pretty much. So
Yeah, I like.
Oh,
his-
I haven't really done much with him yet, but I fucking loved Rivali. I don't know why. I know Rivali's a prick, but I kind of like how cocky he is.
Yeah, I mean, sure. If you, I don't mind cocky people when they're not like condescending. Like I know people who are like, "Hey, I'm gonna put myself on a pedestal. Guess who else is awesome? You are." Rivali was like, "I'm gonna put myself up on a pedestal. Don't you dare get up here. Get the fuck back. You're a little bitch." And I was just like, "Fuck this guy."
I love Rivali, dude. That's my boy.
I hate that.
I
But
loved all of
Tulin-
the champions from
Tu-
Breath of
Tu-
the Wild.
Tulin is so much better. Yeah, I mean, I love Mifa Khalifa. She's fucking
The best,
rad.
Bay.
And like,
Best girl.
who was the Daruk? Dude, he's so
Daruk.
fucking good.
And Urbosa,
Daruk was
Urbosa, the
right
fucking
guy. Yeah. Ugh.
the Amazon mommy. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Hot. Yeah. That. Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
decide which story mission I want to do next, and I think it might be the Gerudo.
oh really?
I'm doing Rito right now because I fucking look. It looks like such a pain in the ass, and I'm like, you know what? I might as well get this one over with.
Yeah, I mean it's not too bad.
I mean, it
I will
wasn't
say, like,
hard in the first game. The Rito one was the easiest in the first game.
when I got up there doing the Rito mission, and you get up in that storm, and you just see the like word, like the text pop on the screen, and it says Wind Temple. I was like, "Bitch, yes, dungeons,
Temples.
Yeah, like it, and it's still
Fucking-
not as involved as
Yeah.
like other Zelda games, but it's a little
Yeah.
more difficult than like the Guardians were, you know.
Divine Beast.
And
Yeah.
the Divine Beast, and then like
More
also
interesting.
like as far as the like Rito one, all of the like platforming and like working to get up to the temple, I kind of consider that part of the dungeon, and I thought that was rad.
Yeah, I was watching my brother-in-law play it, and I was like, "This looks fun," but also like it would piss me off if I fell.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I mean
You
you gotta,
Like,
I mean you
could
can,
just,
but
if I make a big jump, I just load a save because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
so
forgetting about the
Skyrim,
damn
so-
autosave.
yeah, there's also a I think there's a shrine like halfway up, so you could always
There's a
Yeah,
teleport
that's-
to it.
There's two.
Oh
Pretty
yeah,
sure there's
yeah.
two.
Yeah,
There's
it's-
checkpoints.
yeah. Well, there's a shrine, and then you get to the temple, which has a teleport.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not too.
It's a lot of platforming this game. These two, you know, in Breath of the Wild and you know in the sequel.
He hasn't been able to find any rupees, so he hasn't even gotten to buy the snow outfit. He like
yeah.
bought like the pants, I think,
Wait,
and like that was it.
I'm sitting on 15,000 rupees right now.
Wow.
Dude, how the fuck you have that much? I barely have
Because I
any.
did the duplication trick. I made
why.
like 50 diamonds and then just sold them. Like, fuck.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, I'm the kid who had a Game Shark. Like, if I can cheat, I'll do it.
Oh, dude, I did too. Like back in the day when I was younger, I didn't fucking want to grind on Pokemon all the time. I'm like, give me all these rare candies, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, whatever. And honestly, I think what's great about like Tears of the Kingdom is you can do the duplication trick. It makes things a little easier, but like it doesn't ruin the game really.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
stuff that,
I
especially
mean,
for
just
stuff that costs like
rupees, that's
4,000
just-
rupees. Like that's an insane amount for some clothes.
That's just that's just shaving off some time doing a bunch of tedious work to get rupees. That's all that is. Like rupees I would only use for like armor and stuff, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't buy weapons with rupees, you know.
No, I buy arrows anytime I can.
Oh, I have so many arrows. I have like 300 arrows because I just did nothing but
I ran out.
Spend
I
them-
ran out of
Amiibo.
arrows.
dude, go down to the depths, spend some time down there. Within an hour, you're out of arrows.
Yeah,
Really?
that's exactly what happened. That's
It's
exactly what
because you go
happened.
down there and like
There's no arrows.
you're attaching the like bright bulbs or whatever to every arrow, and you're like,
Oh,
"I
yeah.
see." You can throw them. I learned,
Mhm.
That's what I had to keep doing. I was throwing them.
but you don't get as
get where I
far.
was
It's
going.
like arrows, fucking hot commodity.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how, but I got so many arrows in the beginning of the game. I think it's also from all the amiibos I scanned.
Yeah.
Like almost every time I'd scan an amiibo, I'd get like a bundle of 5 arrows.
Trace, you said you had an article pulled up about like the
Oh.
future of Zelda. Before we do that, I want to take just a quick like 5-minute break. right, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah, so there's something about the future of Zelda.
Yes. So the producer Eiji Onuma, who's the big shot on Breath of the Wild, was quoted saying that with it's talking about Ocarina of Time, that it's correct to say that it did kind of create a format for a number of titles in the franchise that came after it, you know, because it influenced Majora's Masks and even Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and Skyward
All
Sword.
3D Zelda, yeah.
All 3D Zelda, really. And they think that with the success of Breath of the Wild, they've found a new type of more open play and freedom that affords, and it's correct to say that it has created a new kind of format for the series to proceed from. So I'm interested in what do you mean by that? Like, it's just like, because I would like to see more traditional Zelda games, maybe in the form of like some more remakes. I spoke briefly off camera about like maybe like a Seasons and Oracle's Link's Awakening treatment that got done recently. Like, I would appreciate that maybe, but as far as traditional Zelda, I don't really know if there's a future for that. And I wanted to just like see what you guys thought about
I would
what
hope.
this guy said, because I mean you can't deny that these have been more successful and they follow the money every time.
I mean, that's
So-
going to be just... I mean, yeah, it's Nintendo. Of course they will. But I feel like that's just gaming in general. Like, of course, a game that releases today is going to sell more copies than, like, the N64 did because more people game. Like, you know.
Yeah. There's
I
more people to game.
I'm still, like, I put Tears of the Kingdom with Breath of the Wild in that they are some of the best games of all time while simultaneously being some of the most mid Zelda games. Like, they're fucking
I'll
great
agree on that.
games. But, like,
I think Breath of the Wild is my second favorite Zelda game, but I think it's an amazing game. In my opinion, one of the best games ever made. But it is not. If somebody is like, I want to play Zelda, where should I start? I would never in a million years tell them to start with Breath of the Wild.
Right.
Because
I mean,
it is way too different. It's good. It is good, but it is not traditional Zelda.
yeah, if you were wanting to turn somebody on to, like, being a Zelda fan, you'd be like,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Link to the Past, but, like,
That I would agree with you.
and then I would be like, okay, yeah, move on from that to Ocarina, and you get that, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
Majora's Mask if you're feeling spry. Like
Yeah,
if you want to
ooh.
like, hey, if you want to, you know, after Ocarina though, I started Kitty wrong. I found a really good deal on a 3DS, and she started. So it came with Majora's Mask, so that was the first one that, because she never played a Zelda before, so that set her precedent. She's having a
Yeah.
blast
That
with
is
Tears of the
a
Kingdom
fucking.
because she's like, oh man, this is no, she was.
that is
found
a
it.
trip for your first Zelda game. Holy
yeah,
shit!
there's just something about, like, so, like, what Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom does is, like, it has these really cool abilities and mechanics that it just sets you off on the course with. And then the world is so, like, in the first 5 hours, you've got everything. And then it sets you off into this massive world to use those things. And what I miss about, like, the old formula is, like, traveling about the world and seeing things that you can't
get
reach, like, you can't get, and then you go into a dungeon and you get this new item, and then you go back to it, and then you go to the next dungeon, you get another new item.
The hook shot.
Yeah, I mean, the hook shot, big time. But, like, just
Miss the hook shot.
in general, like, I miss that idea of, like, going into a dungeon and, like, being excited for whatever item awaits you. And you don't get that anymore.
and
Like,
the
it gives you all the
dungeons
items, bam,
And
right off the bat.
keys and mini bosses.
I will say, I
and-
got so fucking excited the first shrine I did in Tears of the Kingdom, where it was like, you found a small key, and I was like, it's back, and then it's not really. Like,
Not really.
yeah.
Sometimes it's back.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh,
I mean, I like that they're going in the direction of traditional dungeons again. But
Some of those
I
shrines
was
are
hoping
tough.
it was going to be on the same level as like the classics, where you have your 3 introductory dungeons and then like your 6 main ones.
Yes.
That's what I was hoping for.
I missed.
I am
formula.
not now. The fact that it's not like that doesn't upset me, but I love Breath of the Wild and I love Tears of the Kingdom and I love like I really have a lot of fun playing those games.
Yeah.
However,
no,
I miss the old formula.
yeah. What's upsetting is that they're hinting that this Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom formula is going to be Zelda moving forward, and I don't think it should be.
I
don't think it should either. And that's Zelda's my favorite franchise. All right, I've been in Zelda since Ocarina of Time. That was my first Zelda game. But it's there. I've played almost every Zelda game. The only ones I haven't played Minish Cap. I'm sorry, I haven't played.
You're missing out.
I know. I've heard nothing but good things about Minish Cap. I haven't played the double one. What was it? Oracle games. I haven't played those.
Those are my first. Besides Link to the Past.
And I haven't played
next to each other.
I haven't played the DS games, like the Spirit Tracks and what was it one?
I haven't played any of those either, and I think that's fine. Like to me, those are basically spin-offs, like the
Phantom
because I
Hourglass
don't
chronologically takes place in 10 minutes because it's a dream or something.
I want a new 2D Zelda game because the last new 2D Zelda game, and I'm not counting Triforce Heroes because that game was fucking awful. But the last new 2D Zelda we got was A Link Between Worlds, and that game was one of the best 2D Zelda games I've ever played.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
There's no way.
Because
dead, Jim.
It was
It's so sad. I love.
You could
2D
hold out
Zelda
hope
games.
if Nintendo was still doing the
a
console and handheld. But
That's what I
now
was saying.
it's only handheld, and the handheld's so powerful. There's no way that they would.
I don't know. I'd like to hold on hope for that, being that they remade Link's Awakening.
I mean,
But
sure.
We're gonna remake some of the older ones. I'm hoping a remake for Oracles and Seasons.
Link's
or something.
Awakening was so. Even the original was so like kooky that the remake works because it's like silly and vibrant and fun.
Yeah.
But like you could not remake Link to the Past in that same art style. No way, because it's too dark in parts.
Oh yeah. I mean, Link's Awakening was. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. Link's Awakening made me cry the first time I played it.
I mean, it's good. It's great.
It's a very, very emotional game for me. But
I just feel like it lends itself to that new art style.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes me sad because like I know now this is classic, typical Nintendo not giving a shit what fans want, but like people. It's not like people wouldn't love a new 2D Zelda game. Like, remember when Sonic Mania came out and it exploded the internet? You know what I mean?
To say that. Imagine if they did the same thing for Zelda.
I would love that because Sonic Mania, in my opinion, is probably the best 2D Sonic game I've ever played.
Yeah,
I think Sonic Mania is a masterpiece, and and everyone when it came out, everyone was happy. Nobody had complaints about it.
Yep.
Because obviously Sega's track records with 3D Sonic games is like 75% of it's a miss. But I mean Frontiers is actually pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. But
open world Sonic, open world Zelda, open world Mario next. Like
I mean,
an open world Mario game would be like bananas to me. But I would be down for it.
Yeah.
But I know that I hate to say that it's probably going to happen, but I don't want to lose 2D Zelda games because I love 2D Zelda games.
No, I don't want to lose the old 3D formula.
3D Zelda.
Like, I mean, like this. I love Breath of the Wild and I love Tears of the Kingdom, but I can tell you right now, like 2 entries is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need another one. I would be happy if we got no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you don't want to, what are they trying, unless they're like figuring some way to like converge all of their silly made up timelines and they're like, this is it. And now it's just one continuous timeline and it's just going to be sequel after sequel after sequel. Like, do you really want like a new Zelda, a new Link, same Ganon? Of course,
no, that's going to get stale. That's going to get really stale.
No, like I would like it. Because it's either going to be the same characters and it's going to get stale, or it's going to be the way the timeline's set up, and we're going to get a new Link and a new Zelda, but with the same Breath of the Wild setup, and you're just, it's not, I don't know. You can't. No.
It's weird. That's weird.
I love Breath of the Wild and I love Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't want the rest of my Zelda games to have to be like that.
Like it was always like a gimmick or something with every one. Like Wolf Link.
Yeah.
The Skyloft, like the Loftwing. The mirror in Link Between Worlds.
You also
even.
have like
the mosaic thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skyward Sword, like because you have the Loftwing and everything. It also had the gimmick of like being, technically the first Zelda game.
The story in that game is so good. I will praise it to high heavens.
And it was, when that came out, it was the longest Zelda game to ever exist.
Yeah.
Yes.
So but they all did cool stuff, and I don't know. I love it. I just hope that this isn't like the future. I'm also kind of worried like that they're gonna like
always shrines, always this, like that. That's gonna get stale.
Or on the flip side, what if like this is it? They're just like, that's the Zelda. We're no more.
Don't say that. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you look at like how they've built this timeline, and they're like, this is the convergence, and like maybe it's the end. I don't know.
You got to understand, you can't do that to me.
Game yet, so
I already have enough to worry about with. I worry every year that they're going to stop releasing Fire Emblem games outside of Japan, and I don't want them to just quit. I'm like, that's already one franchise I'm worried about. I don't want to worry about another franchise I love.
Yeah, I really didn't like the last entry, to be honest, of Fire Emblem. I'm not
Engage.
You have to sell me on it.
I mean, it's like the older games. You like the older games?
I do like the older games.
It's like that, but except it's got like some of the gimmicks from Three Houses, like running around like a hub area and going to dinner with like your characters and all that.
Cool.
It's just, but as far as like leveling up and class changes, all that goes the same as the old ones.
Sweet. I was thinking about getting Skyward Sword and that with like the vouchers, maybe.
Yeah, I love Engage. I would highly recommend it. I love it.
I would say get Skyward Sword.
I think it's both.
I just watched Salem play through all of it, and it's really fucking good.
Yeah, like, I think they fixed the worst part about it, and now it's good.
Yeah, it's
now people give a shit.
It's pretty crazy. Like, I would say Skyward Sword is up there with Breath of the Wild as far as like the best Zelda, because she's pretty great in that.
Oh my god, she is my favorite Zelda. Out of every iteration of Zelda that's ever existed, she's my favorite.
I love that there's.
I love those.
That I love in Skyward Sword that like whatever Link and Zelda's relationship is, it is obviously romantic in Skyward Sword.
Yeah, she's more like a childhood friend, and I think it's really cute. And like the moments like towards the end, oh my god, that's so good. That's such a good story too. Like, it's my least favorite 3D Zelda, but it has such a damn good story, and I think it's a very important entry in the series.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Obviously, being that it's
But what's next?
the first.
We'll see. I mean, it'll be another 7 years before we get another Zelda, but
I doubt that. I think we might get a remake of a classic in between that time.
That is something. We need to do an episode on remakes soon because there's a lot to say.
Oh man, I'm so down.
It is definitely the trend now, and we might see that, but it's Nintendo, so who knows? We should probably wrap this up here soon. I wanted to make this week short and sweet, but before we do, I just want to say, ask rather, $70 DLC.
Absolutely not.
It's more than that, but
no,
it's so much.
It's so much more.
People are like, it's the same thing, and I'm like, it's not. You don't have you played it?
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
People were saying the same shit about like God of War Ragnarok. They were like, it's just a DLC. Like, these motherfuckers have never played a sequel.
Yeah, it's a true sequel.
I know. It's like, what do you?
It's a breath of fresh air, honestly. That it's a true sequel. So,
like, do they expect there to be like no Midgar in like the next Final Fantasy remake part?
Yeah, there's just like there's so much in this game that like if you wanted to classify it as a DLC and charge $70 for it, worth every penny.
Yeah, that's the best DLC I've ever
I mean,
played. Then
you know, like then okay. Like there's so much to do, and they changed Hyrule so much that like I'm getting lost.
I don't even recognize some of the areas.
Right? I'm like, this
I
is
don't
totally
recognize a lot
different.
of the areas.
Last note: have you guys gotten a chance to go back to the Great Plateau?
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
That was emotional for me. You should do that after we end the podcast.
Yeah,
right?
like
just for nostalgia, because the soundtrack comes in from the previous
and
game.
if you climb to the top of the like temple there, there's a surprise. Also, go to the Cave of Resurrection. There's some.
The
stuff,
Cave of Resurrection. Oh my god, you're gonna make me
it's
cry.
all there.
I love that so much.
Like
Yeah.
they switched this up enough that like just all the like PC bros and like whatever who are bitching about this game, like they don't know what they're talking about.
I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. A lot of the bitching I've been seeing has been from Souls fans.
Yeah.
Oh sure, I mean, but there's just like Souls fans and like PlayStation bros and PC gamers, and it's just like when everyone's like, there's no 4K and it's not 60 FPS. And then
what happened to playing a game for fun?
Yeah,
like,
well,
'cause
you
it's
know,
fun.
and then other people are like, well, that's not important, and it's like, here's my take: both can be true. Like graphics and frame rate can be important, and it is when I'm buying a PS5 game.
Yeah.
If I buy a PS5 game and it runs at 30 FPS and it's only in 720p, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna be like, this is not acceptable.
Bloodborne.
Oh god, it's so hard to play. I love it. God, it takes me like an hour.
Bloodborne is pretty rough looking.
It's like it takes me an hour to like really not want to feel sick playing it. But like, but I play if I buy a Switch game, I know what I'm buying. I know what it's for.
It's like I don't play Nintendo games for graphics. That's not what I play.
Nintendo hasn't been about power and graphics and frame rate since 2006. So it's like
the GameCube.
I mean, the GameCube was a beast, but like then the Wii came out and it was a GameCube with motion controls.
It was a GameCube too.
And then the Wii U came out and it was a Wii with a tablet. And then the Switch came out and it was a big 3DS. Like it's not Nintendo it's been what 2006 to 10. Jesus Christ, it's been almost 17 years since Nintendo. Like if you're buying a game on Nintendo and you want 60 FPS, you're a fucking idiot. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Like
Nintendo's never been about that, and that's not why people play Nintendo games. Like you think somebody wants to play Mario Party because it's 60 FPS and because it's in 4K? No, they want a game to bullshit around with their friends on.
And I know that it's like Tears of the Kingdom is capable of this on PC.
Yeah.
But like
it is.
But
it
like,
looks better on my computer.
Sure, but it's like it doesn't have to be. Like okay,
yeah, I mean it doesn't. I'm not that big of a. I'm not a frame rate snob.
I mean, I am when I'm buying a PS5 game. I put it all in context.
No, that's fair. Like I bought so I don't know if y'all played the Crisis Core remake.
Not yet. I'm excited to though. I'm gonna try and play it.
So, the Crisis Core remake on I have it on PS5 and on Switch. Now, obviously on Switch it runs a lot worse, but dude, honestly, it feels like I'm trying to think of the best way to. It still feels like a handheld game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even when you're like on PS5, yeah, you get 60 FPS, whatever. But I mean, it still feels like you're playing a handheld game. Yeah. But I love it. I love Crisis Core. The Crisis Core remake is so much fun. I love that game.
Yeah, I booted it up, but I hadn't actually got into it. But I definitely want to play it before the next FF7 remake.
Yes, and if we do a remake episode, I will 100% talk about that game because it is so much better than the original one. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, we should.
But one more thing, something I want to add for as a callback to our last episode about controllers. PlayStation dropped the accessibility controller.
Yeah, I saw that. Fucking rad.
Yeah, we were just talking about how we wanted PlayStation or Sony to do the same thing, and then they did it.
Yeah, Nintendo.
They heard us. They heard us.
Nintendo.
They watched our podcast. Sony watched our podcast.
Nintendo's not going to do that. They're going to be like,
No.
oh, if you don't have hands, you don't get to play our
It'll
games.
be like, we are a Japanese company. Japanese people are perfect.
That's yeah. Nintendo's a freaking like 100-year-old company. Like they're not gonna like over 100 years old. They're not gonna fucking change.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nintendo, I will shit on all day and continue to buy their shit. Just like I bought.
Like everyone else.
We bought Tears of the Kingdom 4 times. Because we bought the.
You're more dedicated than I am.
Well,
and I bought so much shit for that game.
We bought the collector's edition. Twice. We got one on Amazon and one on through GameStop. But because pre-orders at GameStop are not guaranteed, they don't mean shit. We had to get it on Amazon, and then we went to the midnight at GameStop to get the piece of wood, and then I went to Target the next morning to get the fanny pack, and then we found a copy of Tears of the Kingdom on Amazon for $50, so we bought that, and then once all that came in, I went to return at Target without the fanny pack, kept that, and then returned to GameStop both the collector's edition and the regular version, and man, the guy at GameStop was a dick.
Oh wow!
He was like, "Why are you returning this?" And I was like,
I hate it.
I was like, I got one off Amazon, and then he was like, "Did you open it?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, looking at the tag. He's like, "Well, how'd you get it open? What's missing?" And I was like, "Bro," I pre-ordered it here, and then it came available on Amazon, and so I got it on Amazon. Since you motherfuckers decided to cancel my Resident Evil 4 Collector's Edition pre-order, I knew it wasn't guaranteed. They both came in, and now you can have it back, you piece of shit. Like, why are you simping for this fucking company, you dickhead? But yeah,
dude, I can't wait for them to go. Can we have a celebration?
Oh, dude, we're gonna have an all-day stream. We're gonna do taking shots. I'll go live on the scene.
GameStop.
I'll go to the local GameStop. Just like we'll do the podcast all day live from the scene and just laugh. Oh
yeah.
my God.
You know, that's the first place I ever
call
DJ'd.
them like multiple times, and they'll be like, "I'm sorry, but we're closing down." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I just wanted to hear you say it that y'all are closing down."
Yeah.
But I know there's this group I'm in, and they were this dude was talking about how Best Buy has gone down the toilet, and I said, "I'll sell you." I was like, "Have you ever heard of GameStop?" And they're like, "You act like Best Buy doesn't cancel pre-orders too." And I'm like, knock on wood, it has never happened to me at Best Buy.
Yeah, it did happen to
GameStop. It's already happened to me once and there was that whole big fiasco with the Resident Evil. Special.
It did happen to our controller pre-order at Target, but I think it was like Target has a thing where if the card you have on file gets declined, it automatically cancels instead of just being like, "Hey, do you have another way to pay?" And I think that's what happened. Because
Best Buy has that. That's what I love about Best Buy.
But yeah, it's like whatever. It's still way better than GameStop, who sells you used games. They put a new tag on it. Like fuck them.
Yeah. I remember.
Well, I've walked out. I've walked out of there before when I go to buy a new game and then they like pull it out of a fucking sleeve and I'm like, fuck you. No, I'm out.
That's not new. Where's the seal on that?
I'm like. You know what? You know why I pay the extra for a new game? So I get to like rip that cellophane off, and you took that away from me. No.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, anyway, my brother-in-law bought me the Demon's Souls remake for PlayStation 5, and it they put like a little sticker on like where you open it.
Yeah.
Like a little circular sticker across it, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" Like, I thought you bought it new, and he was like, "Yeah, GameStop new."
Yeah, they throw that shit on everything. But,
all right, guys. Well,
all right, but yeah, that's it. So Tears of the Kingdom, good game of the year. I don't know.
We should do it after we finish the game episode 2 because I feel like our opinions might change.
Yeah, we'll do a Zelda episode part 2. We also need to just do a Zelda episode in general.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I would love to discuss nothing but Zelda for a whole podcast.
But yeah, so awesome, good chatting with you guys. Chris, enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Right. Yes.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys later. Bye.